New at 6 as part of our in-depth coverage of our growing region and the issues it faces. We were talking to residents in Pleasant Ridge about a temporary road closure along Douglas Terrace. Well, neighbors have been fighting to close part of that street in order to make it more pedestrian friendly. Now the Department of Transportation and Engineering has finished its 3-month trial period. 9 on your side's Paula Suro joins us now live from that area. So Paula, what do people there have to say about that closure?
They've got a lot to say, Tanya, but you know, this barrier right here, it's relatively new. It's been here for just about 3 months. It's so new to the point that cars actually, I've seen them drive up here to Douglas Terrace. They see this barrier and they quickly turn around. I've also seen a lot of kids out on their bikes. I've seen families walking their dogs. Residents here tell me that's something I wouldn't have been able to see 3 months ago before these barriers were put in place.
That pole has been struck by a vehicle. And then I've had 2 vehicles end up in my front yard as well that have ran right over the rocks and sped off.
From these speed bumps installed 2 years ago in a failed attempt to slow traffic, and now to this.
Since they put this up, we have noticed a significant drop in traffic on this street.
Douglas Terrace has seen a lot of change recently.
Love having it closed, and we can't imagine going back to how it was before.
This 3-month temporary closure was put up by the Department of Transportation and Engineering to collect data and decide whether or not to keep it permanently closed.
Please, please, please keep it the same. It's been significantly better for us.
For people who don't live here but take this road as a shortcut, the complaints have been about delays, but the head of Pleasant Street says,
based on the tests we've done, that it's a less than 2-minute delay.
Now that the 3 months are up, DOTE is sending postcards to the residents asking them,
do you like the closure? Do you not like the closure? Do you want things to change? Do you want to keep it the same?
They need 75% positive feedback to close this end of the street permanently. This comes after Mayor John Cranley's $900,000 proposal for pedestrian safety upgrades. $100,000 of those are going to Pleasant Ridge.
We do know fire and police have supported the closure. There's been drug dealing efforts down on Glengate trying to stop that, and the police have appreciated the decrease in exits for cars to kind of flee from that area.
Douglas Terrace has been of concern to the Pleasant Ridge Community Council since a bad accident back in 2014. In 2017, there were 267 crashes in Pleasant Ridge. In 2018, there were 252. And this year, crashes in Pleasant Ridge are on track to reach that same number.
We would never come through this on this side before, because people would be coming around from both directions.
And as the postcards make their way back to City Hall, well, this topic will still be discussed by the Law and Public Safety Committee. There's still no date set on that, but of course we'll let you know as soon as we have that information. But for now, we're live in Pleasant Ridge. I'm Paula Suro, 9 on your side.
Paula, thank you.